We fear to use the words. Now the words are not just surface words. We fear to use the words, but there will come a time when the words rise up of their own accord, and when we do allow the new words to arise by themselves, we get a new song. Inuit shaman, Orpalink, I'm paraphrasing. We fear to use the words, but the words will come of themselves and rise up of themselves, and when they do, we get a new song. The New Testament of Christianity is 2,000 years old. The Old Testament maybe 3, 4, 5,000 year old pieced together. Scriptures become dusty and old very quickly. Every teacher is sharing with us, I am here now. I am that I am. The be here now. The Now Testament. I would rather have the Now Testament than the New Testament, which is instantly old. As soon as the teacher has left the building, God has left the building. Elvis has left the building. I have a CD I made a few years ago called God Has Left the Building. And when God has left the building, it's over. The thrill is gone, B.B. King says. It's over. You need to live in the Now Testament. The New Testament is always old. Whether it's even Osho or Yogananda, it doesn't matter. Organization-itis sets in. Worse than arthritis. Much worse. Because it messes up your soul. It traps you in webs of woven dead words. The new word, the living word, and even when they say that, anyway, what do you want? Do you want the Old New Testament or do you want the Now Testament? The Now Testament is talking every day to us. Every day, all the time, every moment. There's a new song arising all the time. There's no shortage of new energy. And as we start doing this within us, as we start allowing the Now Testament, the Now expression, the Now effulging, effervescing effusion of energy and excitement and enthusiasm and theos, God within, as we allow the Now Testament to effervesce and effuse from inside us, then all this stuff takes care of itself. Free energy is no problem. There's magnetic motors. It's our consciousness that can't let it in. Of course there's magnets work. Of course. Hello, there's a magnetic field there. Of course you can harness it, or sea waves, or sunlight, or wind, or whatever. Of course it's free. We haven't freed ourselves, so therefore we can't let it in yet. We're anorexic. We're soul anorexics. Just like in my book I have a chapter called Soul Anorexia. You know, in that syndrome, we're not allowing ourselves to be fed. The banquet is all around us, but we're not. It's the internal allowing, self-love, whatever the issue may be, healing, being rejected by father, by mother, hating life, some traumatic decision. I haven't worked with anorexics yet. I've worked with autistic people and Asperger's syndrome and so forth. From a spiritual perspective, these are all spiritual diseases, I would suggest. The Now Testament. I live in the Now Testament. The sunflower lives in the Now Testament. There's no worshipping its ancestors except in the now. Dusty scriptures make you sick. All that dust is not healthy for you to breathe. The New Testament is 2,000 years old, the Christian one. The Islamic revelation is 600 years after Jesus. The Buddhist revelation was 600, was it before Christ? I think so. Doesn't matter. The Now Testament lives in you. What is your expression? If you worship old dusty scriptures and old robes and funny hats and religious traditions, it all has its place. It's fine. But when you're ready for living in the now, for the living daily waters, the fresh Kundalini Holy Ghost force that is in you, that's a whole different way of living. The NOW Testament.